100% sure we would have been slaves and untouchables right now if it wasn't for this man, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. In this video, you're gonna know how Mohandas turned into Mahatma. Having been born into a Gujarati Hindu family in Bobandar, he found himself in the life that freedom he enjoyed during childhood days was just an illusion. He was pushed out of the train and his luggage was tossed out onto the platform by a white police officer in a journey to Pretoria, for he was sitting in the first class compartment. By 1986, Gandhi had established himself as a political leader in South Africa. In this year, he undertook a journey to India to launch a protest campaign on behalf of Indians in South Africa. His mission caused great uproar in India and fear among British authorities. The four major issues that agitated Gandhi were the Asiatic Act, which required every resident's fingerprint or thumb impression; the restrictive provisions in the Immigration Act, which had limited their access; the £3 poll tax that hardly anyone could afford; and the marriage law that made registration compulsory and declared all unregistered weddings void. The first time Gandhi officially used Satyagraha was in South Africa, beginning in 1907, when he organized opposition to the Asiatic Registration Law, which is the Black Act. In 1907, the Black Act was passed, requiring all Indians, young and old, men and women, to get fingerprinted and to keep registration documents on them at all times. Gandhi advised the Indian community to refuse to submit to this indignity and to court imprisonment by defying the law. Indians refused to get fingerprinted and picketed the documentation offices. Mass protests were organized, miners went on strike, and masses of Indians travelled illegally from Natal to the Transvaal in opposition to the Black Act. Many of the protesters were beaten and arrested. In January 1908, he was arrested and sentenced to 2 months simple imprisonment. He was followed by other satyagrahis. This was the first of Gandhi's many jail sentences. It took 7 years of protest before the Black Act was repealed in June 1914. Gandhi had proved that non-violent protest could be immensely successful. Gandhi's struggles and triumphs in South Africa had been reported in the worldwide press. By the time he reached home in India, he was a national hero. He has been to jail many a time. 25 February 1909, arrested, sentenced for 3 months of imprisonment at Transvaal for not producing registration certificate. 9 November 1913, after a great march, he was arrested and sentenced to 9 months imprisonment. 10 March 1922, arrested near Sabarmati Ashram for writing 3 articles in Young India. 5 May 1930, at 12:45 am, he was arrested at Karadi near Dandi for violating salt law. Without trial, he was imprisoned. 4 January 1932, arrested in Bombay at 3 am and taken to Yerwada jail. 1 August 1933, he was arrested early in the morning at Bombay following his march to Madras. 9 August 1942, he was arrested under Defence of India rules in the early hours of the morning following Quit India resolution. Mahatma Gandhi launches Quit India movement on 8 August 1942 during Second World War to drive British rule out of India. In the movement, Mahatma Gandhi delivered do or die speech.
They may torture my body, break my bones, even kill me. Then they will have my dead body. not my obedience.
As a result, the entire members of Indian National Congress were arrested and imprisoned by the British officials without trial. But the protests continued across the nation. By the end of World War II, British government cleared that they will hand over the powers to India. He is a true inspiration, and that's how he became the father of nation. Once Nelson Mandela had said, "You gave us Mohandas Gandhi. We return him to you as Mahatma Gandhi." This whole month we are going to celebrate it as month of patriotism. Thank you for watching this video.